Feel free to expire
started a new stream.
They want to try to watch the stream, have to search for the new stream because someone died with the tech issues.
Real glitchy
and based on what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like this one's going to be better, but at least we can give a shot.
Okay. Many channels went the on my radar, I guess.
I didn't even know one.
I did pay attention. I don't know. They didn't, before they're not. And I'll have local music to me. And a lot of them, and it sounds silly to say, but there are demarcations to my ears. And sometimes I'll go, metal, that's a hard rock song. You don't need screaming all that to my ear. There Grants are not trying to be too cool other way. Like, is a dad? I saw Greg Carl. Listen to Rude, but always used to come out with black banners. I love it. And everything in the next down ways. But I realized that I thought she was covering
Sheer.
listen, good for her. As more people kind of ignore these word ceremonies side of the industry, all of her so
Most people don't take it all seriously. They kind of know that, you know.
again, I think you don't modern snapshot metal is you're gonna go. I don't know if you know.
You get up, get announced, win. You get up, you lead. I'm just reading it.
Yeah. Kenny G. Yeah. It is $1,000 courtesy of Buzzard Bookie. They will win an award for best $1,000 winner.
Yeah.
I think we could. Just more on South Amherst. Just one. I hope you win. Here, good luck.
WMMS.com. WMMS.com.
About being sexualized.
Maybe she was.
Maybe she was, but yeah, I think a lot of people see that as intuitive. I think when they see that, they want to be able to do it on their own terms.
Hey, do whatever you want. Your body.
Yeah, Billie Eilish had to dress in garbage bags for the first 5 or 6 years of her career because she was very young, and she's a curvy gal, and people were laser focused on that. And then over time, when she finally showed up and kind of got her sea legs, felt a little bit more confident about it.
Oh, you want to pull this
Yeah, half naked in Vogue, and people like
hers.
Hey, why do you care?
And be hers whenever she wants to show she can.
Yeah.
Can't make it happen.
That's true.
Well, here's the thing, though. You can, Jess. You know, I just made that. So $1,000, Rob, with the next chance to win at 4:30 this afternoon, and then around 5:30 on the afternoon. RNG tomorrow morning. Al, that's from Spirit Box. Hacha. Yeah, Courtney LaPlante noise. She is cute. Now, the guitar player is her husband. But yeah. No, listen, I'm happy when bands like that get. I'm glad when they get kind of broad recognition, mainstream recognition, because at least people will dip in, and some people will stick around, other people go, "It's not for me."
Spirit opened last year.
They're opening the FNS for the summer.
They blew everybody off stage. They're so good.
They did a headlining, finally. They did a headlining thing at the House of Blues a couple of years ago, and it was just nuts and butts in there. And for whatever reason, they're kind of perennially locked into opening slots, and I'm not quite sure why that is.
Yeah.
Because they're dynamite. They're great. Would like their times, but I'd rather have that than them slopping something new out every 18 months.
Yeah, they're great. I love that song they did, the three of them together, Amy Lee and
Poppy. Yeah,
that's a great song.
The end of you is what it is. Crazy that Amy Lee, her father many years ago. It's crazy that Amy Lee is now like that's been a long time.
That first song, whatever the Bring Me to Life.
I never heard it.
I mean, that thing has been around. It's got to be 25 years old, right?
Yeah, at least. Well, I remember when I first started playing it on alternative radio about 25 years on a brand new song, and everybody thought her name was Evanescence, because most people, you can't blame them, they don't know what the word is. So it's kind of filthy and literate. A guy band whose name was but I mean, the band stuff, they didn't blow up until like 90s, early aughts, but I mean, they were around, like, Elaine Staley was still alive.
Yeah.
This was a band, right? She was like a teenager. And the band was a revolving door.
It was super slow that she sang.
My Immortal?
My Immortal.
Yeah. My dad loves that song.
Great song.
So she's got a lot of good songs. I don't know if they've ever won.
You're Joe. Take
Yeah.
right. Beating a dead horse.
Right?
I like being on the receiving end.
Count the audience being aware of that, but you heard me say you're on the show.
I'm experiencing it.
Yes.
You know, me being oh boy, you gotta deal with me every single day. So you get your days. I love it. I like being on the receiving end.
No, listen, it's not insulting. Making my point. Alan, I wouldn't watch the Grammys even if they put bands I like up for them. Who Cats? I assume that's a typo. That's right. Who cares?
Who Cats?
Who Cats with Chink?
Who Cats?
Get the hell out of here.
Who Cats indeed,
That's
sir.
right. What would Melania? I don't even cat, do you?
Yeah.
Right. All right. We all on the after hours line, Rob. Jimbo from Alamogordo. He's one of our bureau chiefs out west. Listen, how are you?
Hey, this is Jimbo from with some pancakes for breakfast, but we didn't check. We were out in Europe, and my wife says, "Well, we've got molasses. We use molasses." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I heard it before. Okay, I'll try it." And then with that first river, that's you. Was that balance? Pancakes. When I was there, or something like that. Oh, that
Okay.
You guys not helping with the anger.
Oh, he's right. It's terrible.
I know, but he's reminding constantly with all bearing tone of your molasses consumed.
He called it abhorrent.
Abhorrent.
Yes.
A newfound empathy for you.
As if he had old empathy for me. He's just up to his operating system. Listen. Yeah, we had molasses as kids. It's got a lot of vitamin minerals in Rob that I assume was point. My mom's strength is healthy. It
Rob.
does. I assume that was the point, right?
Yeah.
My dad tried out. He called it cane syrup, but molasses, like what it's traditionally called. But so, Rob, the people of Boston know this. Molasses is a murderous liquid.
Yeah, I do.
Mrs. Butterworth never killed anyone.
How do you know?
But, well, do you think I can convince Mom of that? No. And now, Joe, Alamogordo. By the way, there is a little bit of a logic hole in his story. If it's so terrible, why do they have it in house?
What are they using it for?
Well, you probably use it to make use cookies and stuff. It's like a good. It's a second ingredient.
Okay.
When it's like primary, is when you're like, oh boy. I mean, it is.
I mean,
a
molasses
million times.
is like the main. It is the primary ingredient in brown sugar.
You don't taste that. Like if you were to eat
In rum.
scoop of brown sugar, you're not going to be like, oh, taste that molasses. Brown sugar. Molasses is a very distinct flavor.
Rum and border, Rob. How could it
How
not
could you
be?
combine the two?
How could it not be delicious? Is the point. I'll tell you what. There are many kinds of jam. There is the raspberry jam, strawberry jam. My favorite jam, the water version from back in the day.
Okay.
A town called Malice. If you have the fortune to have a song on your jukebox when I visit your bar, you're going to hear it 10 times in a row. FYI. And of course, there's the Monster Jam,
Yes.
which is coming back to Cleveland next weekend. It's 13th to the 15th Rock Arena. I am going to hook you up for the Friday night 7 o'clock show. I'm going to give you 4 Monster Jam. Keep it so by myself. Just one person. You got to go 3. The most unexpected, unlimited, unforgettable, and probably more ones in the motorsports area. RocketArena.com for the details. I got these tickets for you all week. 4-pack here for Monster Jam next Friday night, Friday the 13th. Let's hope that doesn't portend something unfortunate. Good luck. Call 1026 571 800
on 100.7 WNS.
You're being recorded, and there's all sorts of weird stuff happening in the household. But in the video, he calls you jerk-free. Is that what he calls you?
Because he all the time.
100.7 WNS and 27 on our free iHeartRadio app.
Sure, breakfast. Download the Mystery app. We're online.
Crappy to win anti-Valentine prize.
I will pick the best or the worst category. One lucky winner will win a $200 Marble Room gift card, a $50 Circle K gift card, a Stella Artois branded Yeti 35 cooler, and more, courtesy of our friends over at Circle K. Remember, chocolate is for amateurs. Pick up a 12-pack of Bud Light or Michelob Ultra and get $5 off with a digital rebate at your local Circle K today.
Nobody makes it easier to make your car last longer.
Save big this month with up to $50 off select services at Conrad's. Our certified ASE technicians will get your car ready for what's ahead. Plus, through February 28th, save up to $130 on a set of 4 select Bridgestone tires and up to $120 on a set of 4 select Firestone tires. Conrad's has more locations to serve you in Dayton, Columbus, and Cincinnati. Go to econrads.com to book an appointment today.
If you dread dealing with your insurance company more than you dread being stuck in an elevator with a total stranger,
hey,
who's an oversharer,
oh, bean burrito for lunch,
then you might have Insuranoia. And if you have Insuranoia, then you should have NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders.
from
We can be twinsies.
to
Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland. Call the Alan Cox Show.
Thanks for turning me on and allowing me to spend this time with you. I hope I can turn you on.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
There's some Turnstile for you. Great song from them.
It's the best metal band in the country right now.
Not heavy metal, yeah. They won them. Now, a lot of their, in fairness, I think they won for one of their songs. Not this one, but still, I don't know anybody who would listen to them. And I'm a fan and call them metal. This song, Seeing Stars, though, great song. And it's, for being kind of kids, they really have a good depth and breadth of musical knowledge. But somebody texted me and said, Seeing Stars is basically when the world is running down from the police. And I was like, God, I hate when somebody hits me with something and then that explains why my brain loves the song so much. I mean, it is a good song, but When the World is Running Down by the Police is one of my favorite songs by the Police. And it's got kind of that same kind of melody. It's got that same guitar tone in Seeing Stars. It's absolutely correct.
Get a police.
I don't think I have the full Seeing Stars in here. I do like that solo. Anyway.
I did a police deep dive this weekend.
You did?
I did. I just put it on and let it go while I was packing and moving stuff. And
yeah, how's the packing going?
It sucks.
Yeah.
Moving blows. Like it's a huge pain in the ass. And I posted that video of me driving my riding lawnmower over to the rental house.
I saw it. Now, why were people giving you a hard time for that?
Well, I think because they think I was using it as like I had a trailer behind it or something. Like that's how I'm moving all of my stuff. Like I don't know. Like I literally drove it out of my garage and over to the rental house, which is like a block over, 2 blocks over. I mean, it was freezing cold. There is snow on the ground. Yes, all of that stuff was funny, which is why I titled it "Only Dip Shrimps Will Move in the Winter in Northeast Ohio."
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not an idiot.
Right.
I don't know. This is these are the cards I've been dealt, so I'm handling it. And, yeah. If you want to see the video, it is on my Instagram, WMMS Rob. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'll find Seeing Stars for you. I can't bring it up on my computer, obviously, because it's all glitchy because of the meltdown earlier. And you'll know when I play this, right? That it's When the World is Running Down.
This is the best I've ever seen.
Right, it's a great song.
It is.
But it drives me nuts when I hear something and I go, man, I really like this. And somebody else goes, yeah, it's this. I go, God damn it. They're right. And not even by design, by the way. I wouldn't be like, oh, they're just ripping off this song, right? It's not Greta Van Fleet. I mean, there's a reason that like 65-year-olds and teenagers love Greta Van Fleet.
Well, actually,
because they go, oh, golly, this sounds like something that my brain already knows and I really like.
Yeah, it's Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Now you know what it sounds like. Let's not listen to it anymore.
Well, but I also don't want to like.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's real easy to like bag on that kind of stuff. But who knows when you're a kid forming a band, who knows what your parents listened to?
Well,
that got in your brain or.
There's inspiration and then there's, even Robert Plant was like,
I know.
Okay. Like, yeah, Aerosmith is not your biggest inspiration.
Right.
Don't lie about it. Just say we love Led Zeppelin and we modeled our entire life after everything they did.
Well, maybe they got media training early on and somebody said, don't cop to it. Deny, deny, deny. It works for the president.
Maybe.
Deny, deny, deny.
Yeah, I sent you a screenshot. I was listening to The Police and Walking on the Moon came on. And it just reminded me of when you did the pooping on the moon, and it made me laugh. That every time I hear that song,
pooping on the moon.
That's to this day. That's when I hear that song. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
Giant shrimps are
what you
we take
Pooping on the moon. Yeah. Now, again, it's subpar compared to the work of Copeland, Summers.
I don't know. Right up there for me.
Yeah. Summers and Sumner, right?
Yep.
Summers, Sumner, and Copeland. Yeah. Alan, ever since Beyonce won a Grammy for a country album, it has definitely the premise of bought. I don't know. That's Jared in Berea.
Oh, yeah, but this has been garbage way before that. That was just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but also, are you confined to the genre you're primarily known for? She made a country album. Turnstile didn't make a metal record. If you, I know these are kind of circular arguments and everybody's kind of dug in on what they think. I'm just saying as a thought experiment, if you and I made a country album and then we win a Grammy for Best Country Album, that's what we made. The fact that we beat established country artists, does that matter? I don't know. To your point of the Grammys trying to, be too cool for the room, they're also, I have to think to some degree, because the voting committee is other artists and producers and, and so you have to think that those people are like, well, what is something that will keep people's attention in a direction that they're also trying to, at the end of the day, make a television show.
Of course.
They could do this off the air. They don't, right? So never forget they're trying to make compelling television. Our friend Leslie, by the way, please give me a double dose of aggravated Alan and the cantankerous clit rattler.
I'm in a good mood
she's
today.
She's pleading via text. Yeah, normally we're kind of, I'm not in a bad mood. It's just, things beyond my control affecting the things I do control.
Yes.
It would be the same for anyone. Anyone would be driven mildly, going slightly mad, in the immortal words of one Frederick Mercury. But you're in a good mood.
I am.
Despite having moved over the weekend.
I haven't even moved yet.
Jess is in a good mood, I assume.
Yeah, sure.
Acting. Right. What an ad-libber, Rob. Yeah, she is, she's in a good mood. She's acting. So that means you're not. You don't have to act like you're in a good mood. This is a safe space. This is a free exchange of ideas. You think I'm pretending to be in a good mood? No. Much to the chagrin of large portions of this audience, but nevertheless, they understand. I'll tell you, I am in a good mood, Rob, because I have these Black Crowes tickets to give away all week.
I cannot wait for that show.
I know.
I would have saw them if they would have opened for Aerosmith, if Aerosmith would have done their show.
Wow, there's a lot going on there. Say that again.
Black Crowes were supposed to open for Aerosmith.
Oh, right, when they canceled the tour.
2 times.
2 times.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. Right. They
Salty.
canceled. Well,
Your boyfriend Steven Tyler lost his voice. I mean, what are you going to do?
Boy, he lost his voice right around the time all that bad press in the news from his book, too, right? For all the people who haven't been paying attention for the past 40 years, that Steven Tyler liked him really young. Golly, if there had been an Epstein Island in the 70s, Steven Tyler probably would have been there.
Oh, without question.
Alan Birds is a great song from Turnstile. That's what they won for. It is. Yeah, it's, whatever. It's done now. Listen, we gamed the system a number of years ago when Cleveland Scene magazine had, nominations for Best Sports Talker. But that was so brazenly a goof, by the way.
Oh, they were so
That was
pissed.
so brazen, as they should have been.
Oh, it was so funny.
It should not be that easy. Now, granted, these other shows, they never had a chance against this 800-pound gorilla.
No,
here,
of course
Rob.
not. That's why it was so funny.
But when our own Cody Allen Helpful Pound Cake Brown won Best Sports Talker in Cleveland for the weekly Pound Cake Sports Break, we rallied this audience, and they delivered.
Oh, they were so mad.
All these other sports talk mad. They're talking about on their shows, who the hell is Cody Brown?
Yay, sports.
Pretending they didn't know who he was. Because I guess that's what you have to do.
Well, yeah, when you get beat that bad by again, a 1-minute segment every week. Oh, that's till the day I die, that may be one of the funniest things I've ever been a part of.
However, if that were me, I'd be like, wow, I got to step up my game. If I am a legit sports talker, no novelty act should be able to beat me.
Go sports.
And and he'll always have that. He'll have the little plaque.
Cleveland's best sports talker.
I don't think that he went to that party.
I tried to convince him to go, and he didn't. He wouldn't go.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, it would have been awkward for him, I'm sure.
But he can have fun anywhere.
Oh, I know.
You can plop him at an insurance convention, and he'll have a good time. Yeah, Rob, sure. Everyone calls me Captain Fun, of course. But, he, in the fun department, he was my little first mate. He could have fun there, too. Everyone calls me Captain Fun. Cotton Ball's complaining that if it weren't for all of our glitches on the computer, we could all be in Danville right now eating raccoon.
Oh, man.
Is today the day?
Yes, we could all be in Danville eating raccoon, couldn't we?
Oh, today it's on a weekday?
I think so. Well, because it's not like people are coming from out of state.
Well, maybe they are. How often are you getting
dinner? Their 82nd year, Rob. On average, they collect about 180 raccoons for each feast. How about that? How do you get 180 raccoons every year? And they've done it for 82 years. There's simply no way to know what the total number of raccoons is.
I bet you we could figure it out. How many?
They don't put them on ice?
What do you mean?
Like the smell? Oh, when they cook them? Or when they deliver them and collect them?
Well, I have to think that when this person was probably reviewing the event.
I'm thinking they're probably not just letting them rot, Jess.
Right. They bread them and they fry them till brown is what this says. They start off brown and then they have to fry them until they're brown again. Put them in a roaster for about 3 hours.
I've got a couple of raccoons for the cook-off. Where should I put them? Just throw them in the rotting pile over there with the rest of them.
Also, though, this is where on Groundhog Day, the groundhog looks at this and goes, yup, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Sure, I get pulled out once a year to tell these noobs what the weather is going to be, but at least I'm not getting breaded and fried till brown.
Better you than me, raccoons.
Danville, Ohio. Raccoon hunting season in Ohio is from November the 10th to January 31st. I'm sure you hunters already know this. But yeah.
We should have done the show live. We should have gone there.
That's what I said. Do you think, Rob, this company was going to foot the bill for that? I
would have paid for the tickets.
I didn't want to talk about this on the air, but I did this a while ago. I presented a full deck, video and quotes and everything, right? Video and audio. I presented a full deck to the upper management of this company explaining why we should be in attendance for the 82nd annual Lions Club of Danville Raccoon. Fell on deaf ears.
Yeah, they didn't want to hear it.
Deaf ears. I said, guys, it has the texture and flavor of roast beef. Hey, where are you going?
But we
and that's
no,
what
guys.
happened.
It's during the show on a Monday, so we need permission to do the show for.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Years ago, and I still bring it up every year. Years ago, I said I want to do the show live on the back of a flatbed truck driving around Cleveland. Every year, somebody goes, "What a great idea!" I go, "I know." Every year, nothing.
I know.
I know. Local auctioneer Jerry Scott has attended the dinner for 15 years. He says, never being afraid to take a bite of raccoon. Could you imagine if
$50 be 50
there's a Jerry
$60 be I think $60 be in the fire to go 65 70 go 70 the fire make it 5 75 go $80 be
Yeah, okay, thank you. Can you imagine if the guy had gone for 50 years and then revealed that he's never been able to bring himself to take a bite of raccoon? Right? You assume, oh, he's been going for half a century. He must really love raccoon. But it'd be great if he was like, I've come for 50 years. I've never, but every year, I hope, this is going to be the year.
Never even tried the stuff.
Haven't even been able to bring myself. So it's like an annual pilgrimage for this guy in an alternate universe where he's never consumed raccoon.
I mean, you guys realize this is raccoon, right? Like, you understand. Like, I'm not telling you something you don't know, am I?
Imagine if you get there and you discover the rare raccoon allergy. You imagine that? So it is, I think it is tonight.
That sucks.
I think it's tonight. Yeah, down there in Danville, Ohio.
Now, probably still get there, right? It's about 2.5 hours?
Yeah, here's a problem, though. I can find neither my camo cap, Rob, or my my Carhartts.
You can borrow mine.
All right. Well, it is the 82nd anniversary, of the raccoon dinner. And once again, Cotton Balls has lured me. He's set the trap, and he's lured me into talking about something I was fully prepared to avoid. But there it is. I heard from Jenna in Janesville, Illinois. Janesville, Wisconsin. I say Illinois because it's 20 minutes from the border. My youngest brother lived in Janesville for a number of years. Not a big town, probably 40,000 people. It's not a small town, but it's no major metropolitan area. Janesville, Wisconsin is right over the Illinois border. And it is another one of these towns currently that is being attacked by wild turkeys. And Jenna is our bureau chief, provided she still lives there. She submitted a long time ago and listens on the iHeartRadio app. Provided she still lives there, Janesville, Wisconsin, is being attacked by wild turkeys. And again, this is one of these stories in the animal world that people go, ha, a kicker story. Those are people who aren't hip to how aggressive turkeys are and what a pain in the ass they are. You know, my daughter, her school has a turkey that hangs out around the outside of her science class. They've given it a name. It is really freaky that it is there. I see it when I'm pulling up to drop her off in the morning. It's walking up the sidewalk. It's like this thing knows when the bell rings, school's in.
A little too comfortable.
Class has given it a name.
Tom?
No, it's like Tim the tech turkey or something like that because it's outside her science class when they're having tech class, whatever it is. And I've said, and I want to make clear that I wasn't being cheeky. I'm like, don't get near that turkey. And she's like, no, it's just outside the window. And then when class is over, it goes somewhere else. But Janesville, Wisconsin, they're being attacked by aggressive turkeys. And there's video, you know, it's like a postal worker. You know, these people are out there. Pity the poor postal worker, the letter carrier, who is just beset on all sides by random animals, right?
Geese and dogs.
And ducks and sheep better scurry. You know, our friend Chet drives for Amazon. He got, like, chomped down on by a dog. I mean, this guy was in bad shape for a minute. So, and, you know, God forbid you have, like, little kids crossing the street. A turkey is coming because they're big. You know, Ben Franklin had his way, Rob. Remember Ben Franklin?
No.
Dime store magnate. Ben Franklin wanted the turkey to be the national bird of America. And had that come to pass, you probably would have never done anything for Thanksgiving because it would have been a protected species. You know, like the bald eagle is?
Mm-hmm.
It was near extinction for a while. I don't think it is anymore, but in an alternate universe, we wouldn't have to contend with aggressive turkeys. Because the stages are the same. The stages of a turkey infestation, and you might know this, the initial stages, it's kind of a novelty. You go, hey, who doesn't love a little bit of wildlife, right? We've encroached on their territory for eons. It's a little snapback. And so you'll see a couple of turkeys here and there. Oh, yeah, something running around. But then they get comfortable. Then they move in, Rob. And then what happens? Property values go down. They crater. They start causing accidents. They go after your mailman.
Jive turkeys.
Pretty soon, you're not getting your mail or your packages. because they're terrified of these birds. So I don't think Jenna sent me this, but she does, our bureau chief in Janesville, Wisconsin. And the Wisconsin DNR is all over this. And, you know, when it gets cold, more and more flock together, as birds do, Rob. And, of course, you know, it's easier to get food in and around cities because people are leaving crap around. You know, pigeons downtown or seagulls in parking lots. You got plenty to eat. And then, of course, the last and final stage of this, Rob, the neighborhood petition. And that's when things go south. When you just have so many wild turkeys that people just have to take the law into their own hands. And that's when things get weird, and then there's feathers everywhere.
Maybe a cull.
Seems aggressive.
It was like here, like my town with all the deer. Like they had to like figure. There was like a town vote to figure out if there should be a cull.
Yeah. That Michael Stanley song, My Town, you played it on the 80s weekend. That's about turkeys getting into his neighborhood.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I got turkeys in every direction. Right? They get me a gun and I can take them down. This is my town. Not turning it over to some winged fowl, Rob.
You pried on my cold, dead fingers.
I got birds coming at me when I... Ah, boy. Hey, speaking of birds, Black Crows are coming back to Cleveland. What a great song, Wiser Time, off the Amorica record. Dynamite. Or no. Is this off Three Snakes and One Charm? I don't remember. Who cares? Probably going to play this and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Amorica was the one with the pubes, right?
Pubes, yeah.
I think that was on this. Or
Maybe.
This was on that?
Wiser Time or Three Snakes and One Charm. Maybe Blackberry was on Three Snakes and One Charm.
I don't know.
Anyway, who cares? They're coming to play it all live with Whiskey Myers and Southall. Okay? That's your trifecta there. Wednesday, June the 10th. It's going to be here before you know it. Black Crow's back in Northeast Ohio. They will play Blossom. Ticketmaster.com's got the details for you. And I'll have these tickets all week. You get the first pair right now. Caller 10. Good luck. Black Crow's your headliner. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
This is the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
You know what time it is?
Everybody get loud.
Our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards are coming to Fox.
Live from Los Angeles, Thursday, March 26th.
We'll honor the biggest stars from all genres of music that you loved listening to all year long on your favorite iHeartRadio station and the iHeartRadio app.
Get up! Get loud! Nominees include...
Hi, I'm Taylor Swift.
It's Somber. Hey, it's Morgan Wallen.
It's Rose.
This is Jacob Noel from Sublime.
It's your girl Cardi B.
It's Shabuzi.
What's up? It's Doechii.
Tuesday and
This report is sponsored by advertising.com.
More Americans to not support music from Spotify and number one podcaster. I twice as
Not sure how your taxes. You may start today.
You know what? It's remaining very cold in northeast Ohio. And when I talk about people replacing windows with window donation, I'll see a sign in the car in very window donation is coming. It doesn't have to be those crazy old doors that you have to go around. As the insulation value, of course, they look great. But the insulation is starting to fail. Leads to other problems. For free, brand new, in window donation, here or Cox great, and down no monthly, no after 2 years. That's about the extra percent off balance. So through February, obviously, top quality materials and seals. So you start to save money on utilities. Sealed up nice and tight from. So, windowdonation.com, get yourself a free consultation. Just make sure that you have my name. Buy 4, get 4 free throughout the month of February. Nothing down, no monthly, no interest at all for 2 years. On Netflix. I thought I was like, how has this not happened? I read what was it that you and I went to go see? Becoming like a whole documentary is when they roll up, or something when they roll up. And the Netflix documentary apparently is like really focused on the early days of the band. Still a lot of Hello Slovak. It was their founder player who died with us. And the other guys in the band have been like, we want to bring to this documentary. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, but we're not like, we had to do it. So obviously, with engine work and maybe inform them on how to read a documentary.
Yeah, but it's not, there's
somebody else, people are quote
shouldn't you be able to shut it down then?
I think that's not a coincidence. What is this document? There we're like, he cannot pitch. Like, he been this wrong singer. Smith got it goes down. He's doing like some. I think he did Butterfinger, he did Marilyn Manson. When a band would be like through the next thing, they call this guy. I'm just late on this. But that was a big from what their bone on that like the punk and the he is the middle room. And he like and so Rick Rubin was a guy from the Double Ultra Sex Magic. Really album. About the Chili song, got on TV, but this computer, from which 70% of my sound comes.
The computer. Right here. Back up. A bit. Right before I move on, of course, the big concert announcement around these parts. Yeah, over at the stadium over there.
Is it called Post Roll? Did they have a fun Orlando?
I stuck through and
big ass
stadium.
Yeah. Now the person I'm always is the up and comer who gets on to open. Carter Faith. That might be already a big in country music. I would have no clue who that is. I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl. But if you get the call, hey, want to go out and do stadiums, Post Malone and Jelly Roll?
Nah, I'm way too busy doing clubs this weekend. I got a date with Van.
Also, no stakes. It's a win, right? If you out there and you get inside your head and you don't have a great performance, 3/4 of the place in there. You're playing a huge stage. You get some good stuff for your real. You're really competing with yourself. And go there and get all the people who are there go, this guy's great. Or girl. I genuinely don't know. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Post Malone. It says a gas stadium tour too, by the way.
He did.
I've done it before.
Did see some clips from the Grammys last night of Post doing the Ozzy tribute.
Okay.
Which, again, if you play it, it'd be great. Good job. But
yeah, I'd love to do that for you.
You just have to take my word for it. No.
No, this hits Cleveland on June the 25th over at Brown Stadium. A big-ass stadium tour, too.
I got something going on there, I think.
Well, here's the tough thing, too. The couple of dates where there's an asterisk that says, no jelly roll.
That would be
You're like,
great.
well, he's the other headline. Maybe they're no headline. Maybe he's opening for Post Malone. I don't know. The Nashville, Tennessee date says, no jelly roll. Oh.
Well, they'll probably put, like, Nashville. They'll be somebody huge on that show.
I
probably.
hope.
You know what I mean?
Put Molly Ford Thurston in that mother letter. Anyway, Posty Kelly Carter. I don't know if Carter Faith has some jaunty name. I don't even know who that is. But it's in Cleveland, and there's a lot of people right now moister than an oyster, Rob, at the information that Post Malone and Jelly Roll coming to Cleveland. So right there on the lakefront.
Do you like catchy pop songs? Do you like songs that sounds like they're being sung by a goat? Then you need to check out Post Malone and Jelly Roll over at Cleveland Browns 80. He sings Post Malone. You got that?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's him.
Right.
That's the album. Is great.
I think Post Malone. There's no question about it. I mean, the stuff he did during COVID, he was doing like albums and stuff like that just to keep his fan entertained. That was great, like incredible. I don't love the majority of what he does, but I think he's an incredibly talented kid.
All right, let me talk to Craig Ferguson. Craig, are you there? Craig, are you there?
Give me Alan.
Craig Ferguson, I'm telling you, pal, when is all of this promise, Craig, of technology improving our lives going to kick in?
I don't believe in any of that technology stuff. Let me tell you this. Have you heard of that thing called the internet? Because I'm thinking it's like CB radio. You remember the CB radio that came and everybody had it, and then I'm telling you, that's the World Wide Web for you.
The Citizens Band you're talking about. I'm telling you, did you ever dabble in anything like that? Did you have a handle? I was Rubber Duck. Did you have a CD handle in Scotland?
There was no point in having CB in Scotland. You could just shout out the window.
Yeah.
So you just go, hello, Archie, breaker. Don't you breaker.
Yeah, that was the real Citizens Band, wasn't it? Your citizens, your neighbors. Yeah, you guys were on the NB radio, as it were. It's weird because I know that you know this. It's strange because technology is always sold to us as something that's going to democratize all of us and it's going to improve everything. And you go, oh, it all is owned by 2 or 3 companies and it all sucks.
Yeah, here's the thing. You know when people say, oh, the AI is going to take over? I'm like, yeah, no. You ever tried to order anything from a restaurant at night on the Uber Eats?
Yeah.
That happened last night and it showed up. So we're a little bit away from Skynet right now. I think that it's not around the corner.
That and when they talk about AI hallucinations, you know, where you're like, hey, make me a recipe for grandma's apple brown Betty, and it tells you to put lighter fluid in it or something. I mean, that's, you know.
Well, to be fair, my grandma did put lighter fluid in her apple pie, but
yeah, that's why you come
from Scotland, and that was what we had at the time.
That's why you come from such hearty stock. Ferguson's, right?
I still sometimes get the taste of that gasoline pie in my lips, and I've just got to go home.
Oh, Nana Ferguson's gasoline pie was known far and wide across the hills. When there was one cooling on the windowsill, it was still flammable, but it was delicious.
It didn't cool that fast, it was on fire. Also, a website, gasoline pie.
Oh,
check it out.
Delicious. As long as it's not 2 girls naked in a tub doing awful things to each other, maybe I'll check it out.
I don't know. That went to a weird place, but okay. But
Listen, last time, you won't remember, but last time I talked to you, you were on a tour and you were coming through to do theater here. This time, and I know that you still do that sporadically, Mood Strikes. This time, though, we're talking essentially what is the NCAI, which is Scrabble. You can't get more Luddite than this. I grew up loving it. I still will play it on my phone occasionally, and now you are hosting the television version of it.
I host it. It's Thursday nights on the CW, and I will say this: I play Scrabble a lot on my phone too. I'm a Scrabble nerd, and I used to think I was really good at it until I started out with people that play Scrabble competitively, and I'm not as smart as I thought I was. In fact, I'm kind of an illiterate buffoon. So what I do in the game show is I let these guys do well, and I can dance around a bit and host it, and it seems to work out for everybody.
I've talked to a handful of people on the subject of game shows. I've talked to Howdell, and he's kind of the one that would more powerful. Back in the day, it was almost a death knell, but now people are kind of lining up because they're like, wow, they're fun. You can make a little bit of dough. People have a good time, and I'm glad to see you kind of in that mix.
I love doing them. I think they've got games that got a real retro TV vibe. You know, when the TV was broadcast years and commercials and stuff like that. And I kind of like them. I like watching them because, you know, nothing bad's going to happen when you're watching a game show. It's just like a game show. So it's fun, it's lighthearted, and it's engaging. And then it's kind of like that to make them well. I have a good time doing it. And the way that they shoot a game show, and this really interested me, is like you shoot an entire season in about a month. I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to do a show where you had to go every day.
Oh yeah,
and that's too much. But if you can shoot a season in a month, I'm all about that. I like doing it.
Well, those are days, you know, people tend to also, when they hear of that schedule, because it's kind of become public domain, that information is, people go, oh, that must be nice working a couple of months out of the year. Like, A, it probably is, but B, you're working all the time for those 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, I think we did 6. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you work a lot. But I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not working down the mine. It's having fun
right.
and playing a game that you enjoy doing. I mean, I'm very lucky. I feel very grateful to do it, to be honest.
Do you feel like you have become, I mean, I think, I take your point, but you incorrectly refer to yourself as a buffoon. But, I mean, do you feel that over the course of doing this, you gleaned some new information about humanity and language and life?
Yeah, I've learned that people who play Scrabble competitively, they might be very good at Scrabble, but not very many of them are good dancers.
Okay, right. Well, when you all of your mental physical energy in one thing, the other ones are going to lack.
You don't make a fair point. And I am definitely the best dancer on the Scrabble set, which I admit is a low bar, but still, I feel you got to be proud of something.
Not only that, but at least now you've got that for yourself in the Scrabble mix.
I'm going to put it right next to the Peabody Award on my resume. Peabody Award, Emmys, Grammys, and Best Dancer on Scrabble.
Craig Ferguson is your new host for the new season of Scrabble, which is Thursday nights over on the CW. He also has a very entertaining podcast called Joywig Ferguson. Are you still Craigie Ferg on the social medias?
You know, I might be. Full disclosure, I have people that do that. I don't want social media anymore. I think that stuff ain't for me. But I do have a team of crack professionals that take care of it.
That's the dream, to get off of it and have other people make it look like you're doing it.
Yeah, that's it. And they get very mad at me when I say to people like you, yeah, I don't do it. But stuff that I've done, and they put it up.
Well, congratulations on this. I always have to make a conscious effort to not fanboy out of you because of me. I just think you're best. And so, on the CW, the new season of Scrabble with Craig Ferguson. Thank you, pal. Good luck out there.
Thanks, buddy. Talk to you next time.
There.
More than 6, but fewer than 10.
The Alan Cox Show. On 100.7 WNS.
You got stuff? You want stuff? Win this week at WNS.com.
Register with a get some margin when it rolls back into clean performances February 13th through the 15th at Rocket Arena. Monster Jam. Monster Truck. Options of sweet skill. 14.
Time to insulate your windows better. Brand new, expertly installed windows from Window Nation, kicking off 2026 with buy 4, get 4 free. 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. Hit them up this month. They'll give you an extra 10% off. No matter what. Window Nation. I've got Window Nation, House of Cox. I cannot recommend them highly enough.
$8 at a 4 or eatcatway.com.
It's 2026. 0, 0, 0 is bigger than ever. Buy a new with 0% finance for 5 years. 0 down for 0 payment until spring. 26 Kia Sportage or Sorrento. Your choice. $39 per month. $139 or 0% financing and 0 down. 24 months due at signing. Sportage $44.95. Sorrento $54.6. 10K miles per year. Just deposit required. That's right. Sportage or Sorrento. $139 or 0% financing and 0 down. 0, 0, 0 is bigger than ever at Kinganley Kia. Medina, Mentor, Alliance, and Boardman. Online at KinganleyKia.com.
Get me rebate assigned to dealer 26 Sorrento APR 1667 per month 1,000 finance or payment through Ally Bank plus tag title and document approved. KMF expires 2/2/26.
Friday, kick off the Winter Olympics in style with the opening ceremony from Italy.
Team USA, we are ready.
Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on NBC and Peacock.
Want to make the most of your tax refund? File with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it with a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Here Monday, Sports Minute brought to you by GM. Make it legendary. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem. Call 100 Gambler. The official countdown begins. It's a big game between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams have arrived in California. Seattle holding as a 4.5-point favorite. The over-under total holding at 45.5 points. Big game MVP. Sam Darnold, your favorite at plus 120. Drake May, now plus 230. How about MVP, quarterback versus field? You can check out that plus all the other big game odds, game props, player props, and single game parlays at BetMGM. New to BetMGM, sign up today using code BUZZ to receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to please play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for full terms. 21 plus to wager. New customer offers subject to eligibility requirements. Motions vary by market. All bonus bets that expire 7 days. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And that's your Monday BetMGM Sports Minute.
Submit your story in Char's Crappy Valentine's Day contest for your chance to win an anti-Valentine pride pack. Friday, February 13th, I will pick the best or the worst Valentine's story, and one lucky winner will win a $200 Marble Room gift card, a $50 Circle K gift card, a Stellar Bob branded Yeti 35 cooler, and more, courtesy of our friends over at Circle K. Remember, chocolate is for amateurs. Pick up a 12-pack Bud Light or Michelob Ultra and get $5 off with a digital rebate at your local Circle K today.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to trust. That won't make you feel rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And so you know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands, which would make you loaded, or at least wealthy adjacent. Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes, guaranteed. Limited time offer, free clients, participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Like around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EASY for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EASY for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EASY.
Sports lives on the iHeartRadio app, the home of the Super Bowl 60 tailgate concert presented by NetApp. Kick off the Winter Olympics from London. NBC's official audio partner, Fox Sports, ESPN, and Sports Betting. Sports on the free iHeartRadio app now.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while companies might deliver a lot of pay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality with the parade. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if, like me, part of your personal phone, taking client calls and texts, that's what numberless phones to works, microphone, computer, phones, just for your team, inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses and Quo's AI summarizes calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/rock. That's quo.com/rock to try Quo free. QUO.com/ROCK.
Traffic. From the Oak Traffic Center of Ottawa, calls entry call accidents being cleared in the following locations: Clifton Boulevard at West 117th Street, Street at Lodgemere Canal at Granger, Chippewa Road at Avon Lake Road in Medina County, and an RTA rider alert. 15-minute service back for red lines. Blue and green lines will continue to run on the third until total tracks.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has deals and super low prices on everything in your business. And right now, brand your business at Staples with up to 30% off custom labels. Exclusions apply. Shop Staples in store, online, or in the app. And Staples links at staples.com/print for details.
Buzzard Radio
is WMMS Cleveland, an radio station. Read human. Call the Alan Cox Show.
That, you piece of crap.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
Did you say it was a huge power surge that jammed up computers?
That's what.
It's the only CEO that was affected by it.
Yeah, and then they found that computer had a too much, not enough hard drive space. I don't know.
I mean, I only share CEO Mark Nolan.
Yeah, but
I don't know how that could be.
On the weekend, use these studios to run games and whatever else. Like I know it's you and Nolan every day, but people are always in here. You never know what studio they're using.
I haven't run into that in a minute. There were a couple of times, not to be a dick, but it was like, I come in here to catch up on something, usually in here Saturday morning. And last couple Saturdays, there hasn't been anybody here. No one. The lights come on when I walk in.
Yeah, they're here, man. I've
They must be. I'm just saying it's been a minute, but there have been times I'll come in and they're just sitting here like, get out.
Yep,
I need this room. There's 9 other rooms you can use.
I'm here late for a few things in the last couple of months, and there's always someone running a basketball game or something like that. And yeah, for some reason they'll just pick. I don't know if they want to just use the studio that we use because they're being used. You know, like they're being used more. I don't know what the reason for that is. But that's what sucks about these shared spaces.
Well, and that was kind of my point last. And again, it's been a minute, but the last I got here, they were running TAM out of studio. I'm like,
TAM has a studio.
Go in their studio.
They're like the only station that has a dedicated studio.
I don't care where you do it. You can dial it up down there. We can dial up any station in all these studios. Go in there and do it.
It's just such
all my stuff is in.
It is just such a dumb way to do it, I think.
No. Well, maybe you know more about it than I would. I mean, on the surface, it seems very convenient. But I only use this room.
Yeah, but every station should have its own home studio. Like that's, I don't understand. I get the point.
Well, this is WBUS's home studio. I don't know what you're
the afternoon.
Afternoons. Well, Rose guys. I mean, but he always says his own thing.
Right.
Use whatever they give me. But it was a power surge that happened, and
yeah, we
jammed this.
We wouldn't have a Christmas tree in our studio if it were up us. That's what we get with sharing studios.
Well, right, you know, I don't want to do anyone's festivity, but
Festivus old for next year.
Yeah, we'll air our grievances.
Yeah.
The Cleveland station, November's chill. Panel appeared on the windowsill with a circle cut out. Oh, what a sight!
Mr. Holiday song could apply any time of the year.
Yeah. Whispers grow. What's behind that panel's glow? That's the glory of hope. What could be? For the joy or a mystery.
So yeah, okay, holiday-centric festive glory hole. We certainly got our out of that. It was playing Christmas music. And did they add this to their rotation during that big? No,
they ever played it. Not even once.
Not at all. Now, I'd be lying if I said I blame them. That is an acquired taste. But however, more for us and this audience. You imagine the calls and emails he taking if the Mark Nolan Morning Show is playing festive glory hole.
I turned on the Mark Nolan Show, and usually they're very funny and sweet. The other morning I turned on, and they're playing something about a glory hole.
I mean, they don't know what it is.
We don't have any oil derricks down here.
This isn't oil country.
They're blind-eyed, too. They have no idea.
Anyway, your Cavaliers get a win in Portland last night after dropping one of the Suns in Phoenix. So they're 2 down on this West Coast trip. They're down the road to play the Clippers on Wednesday night. So they're off tonight, off tomorrow night. They'll play the Clippers on Wednesday. Saturday night, up to Sacramento to play the Kings. And then they will head to Denver to play the Nuggets. They will return here home, play the Wizards a week from Wednesday. And you'll hear all of it every sneaker, squeak, and ball bounce on your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball 100.7 WMS. Observe. And on the iHeartRadio app. Hey, our buddy Andy Dick rehab. I thought that was weird. Didn't he join the rehab?
His OD over.
Well, it's before Christmas, right? But
he did his 3 days.
Like 9 I hope he's okay.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you definitely hope. It's just your point maybe delicate.
Just that. Well, there's a news radio in the mix. Nobody got paid attention. That's kind of what put him on. There was radars and social back then. Nobody made any money from that. And what's the big thing he did for me? Well, he sure was bank. But I think some law is the Pauly Shore filmography. Him get best in short term. It would if that kind of thing you can you put one of your movies because he didn't get insured, right? A lot of people get in. Robert Downey Jr. his big comeback, right? No, the guy because making out people's houses right, and he comeback. All he did because he wanted out a friend. Robert Downey Jr. wrote to the man for them. And there was hit.
What's the difference?
Hey, you look better. I don't know. I'm amazed that's up there. Yeah, but he's behind that mask so much. Of course, so was Iron Man. But what are you going to do? You're it's not a canon in the comic books, but you know the most ironic thing about, if you're part of the Iron Man, the character Tony. So, listen, you can leave messages on that iHeartRadio app. Sometimes it'll even come through.
Boys, this is Becky from Wayne County. I used to work at a pharmacy, and they had apricot kernels. I was in the
I don't think it's a little thing that had seeds. If you go online, those kinds of nonsense about cancer. Oh, do they? Okay. I'll open and then look at it. You know, I didn't know that people eating them. Yeah, you eat the apple seeds, but
I'm not seeing anything. That's
all right. Consume high doses is dangerous, it says. Okay. Posting all caps. The fact of life, AI now on social media and online. This is like the audio version of that. She's doing it. She got me all in my head. Right?
I just wanted to let you know.
I wanted to let you know. I'm going to reduce the amount in my pocket. I'm going to have and then let me track her down.
Say business.
Did you help the guy do this? Oh.
304.
Yeah. Oh, it's only more than 20. More than 20, and he had 304, you say.
Yeah.
Yup. Well, he had 4 in his pocket, 300 in his stomach. Hey, Caitlin.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. What's going on?
So apparently, Africa kernel, there's the seeds, but they
This is what I'm saying. The trace amount, you have to eat so many. And so it's the same thing. Then, yeah, okay. I take the point, but okay.
But being a stone fruit, I mean, the seeds are quite large.
Yes, and they hurt coming out, Caitlin. Why do they come out? Oh my God! Try to chew those peach bits. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate the information. Thank you, Caitlin. Rob, who's Dr. Medina, I assume no religion. And listen, trying to, or maybe she's trying to do some reverse psychology on me, Rob.
No, you shouldn't eat those, Alan.
Don't look at this picture of my friend's ass.
Okay, I won't. Whatever you do,
you can trust me.
Yes. Absolutely correct. abusers. They filed a lawsuit. That and all the funding for
Super Bowl. You're gonna food next door apartment. I think it's time like so it's all it's just very pungent. It's tremendously pungent.
With the person in the lawsuit, it sounds like right? Get a complaint.
That's why the passive arrest email. The one not done. But everybody that's like
Hey, luck, pair.
No, I guarantee it's
Rob. Somebody complains about raisins in the potato salad.
the fact that they were able to finish their game is really the crime. Like that's
only been scientists. They have come back with what's the role you, Rob?
Oh.
No, the next best thing.
Oh my.
Michael Shannon, the pride of Chicago, Illinois. A talented guy, musician, actor, whatever. He and his buddy Jason Narduzzi, who is, I think he's kind of like R.E.M. adjacent. They've got their connection, but they're huge fans. So they put a band together every year, and they tour, and they do R.E.M. album in its entirety, and they throw some other things in there as well. The 40th anniversary of Rich Pageant. So you're 3 or 4 albums in with R.E.M. at this point. It's got Fall on Me, it's got Superman. They're going to come and perform and Jason Narduzzi and friends. And in a couple of weeks, March 10th, it's a night in Aaron down in Flats. Hey guys, down the Eagles, I'll have you for you all week. So we got my hair here. 216-578-1007. Wait for 8.
The Alan Cox Show on radio.
The windows to WMMS weather.
Mostly cloudy tonight with a low 19 and slice of snow today, a high 28. Wednesday, sunny and 20.
This report is sponsored by Falls Car Wash.
Salt. Blue Falls Car Wash. The deals for North Fresh with unlimited washes for $4. Go to fallswash.com.
Less than perfect credit to get to Ken Gale.
Friday, February 13th will be the best or the worst Valentine's story. One winner win a $2 cake card. It's our brand 35 friends over at Circle K. Remember, for answers, pick up the Bud Light or
And don't make now the perfect
So we see man. And now the coast man
multiple hats. So if you like me, you probably started out using your phone. Call and text on my business group. I switched to Quo. Number one is Quo works on your computer. No hearing phones, no landline. Just one app you can try free. You can share one number and handle calls and texts. Have like a sharing box. Any teammate can jump into the conversation. So customers get access. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts just $15 a month. That's lead 2 coffees. You can even keep your current number. Find out why 9 businesses trust Quo. No calls. No customer. Try Quo for free. Quo.com/rock. That's Quo.com/rock for free. Quo.com/ROCK.
What makes you responsible for our business right here in Portugal for almost 60 years? The taste, quality, our good customs look. Oh, and of course, the raw burger.
Good game day with 5 save 5 deals. Watch favorites. Mix and match. Save $5. Good parties like
in Portland, Oregon, of course, after losing to the Suns in Phoenix, but they got a pretty long stretch. They'll head down the road to play the Clippers on Wednesday night. That's a 10:30 on the buzzer. 10 o'clock pregame. That'll be young Mike Snyder, yes, and the whole Heat game with it. 10 o'clock, and I don't know how he does it. Mike Snyder, he is, as the kids say, indefatigable.
Yeah, I don't know how he's up doing these games. He's up until 4 o'clock in the morning. He's on the morning show. I'm like, I do 4 hours and I'm ready for home by that time I get home. I don't know how he does it.
He's a machine, that guy.
Well, he just doesn't bitch like I do all the time.
Well, when I see it, yeah, if I see him in the morning, or if you catch him in the hallway or something, I'll always exchange pleasantries, and he's always chipper.
Yeah.
I don't even need people under those conditions to be chipper. You know what I mean? Like, still, he's doing it.
That's the one thing I miss of like the way my hours used to be. Was every single day I would come in. I was at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I would talk to Mike Snyder for a half an hour every day about Cleveland sports. If you ever want to know anything about Cleveland sports, Mike Snyder, and I got it for free. It was the great. He's the nicest guy on the planet. Like literally the nicest dude I've ever met.
He's the nicest guy you've ever met.
I mean, he's got to be.
What am I drag off over here, Rob?
Oh, but I mean, you're fine. You're no minor.
Alan, are you implying that you thought you were the nicest person I'd ever met? Can you imagine that? If somebody goes, well, I guess there is one who describes each and every one of us. Think about this. Somebody over the course of your life, you, me, us, everybody. If someone recalls you, or if you had a big enough impact, they would refer to you as the most blank person I've ever met. You think that's the case?
Of course.
Okay. I don't even pretend to know what that adjective would be about me, nor do I want to know. But it is an interesting experiment. Somebody is still, it doesn't have to be an ex-lover or anything like that. There's somebody who still occasionally thinks about you and goes, I was helpful or nice or whatever.
Yours could absolutely be. Alan is one of the nicest
guys I've met.
No, you do, because I mean I see you with Alan. Like always so nice.
Unfailingly polite.
Yes.
Very now underneath is a simmering river of rage. We've discussed this, but that's not their fault.
No, they don't know it because you don't show it.
And I'm not gonna. But I don't just mean with this audience. I mean anybody.
Sure.
Somebody else might refer them as this person is the Jess. Somebody who goes, Jess is the most what?
These knees.
I don't mean. I mean, like, is there anybody? I know you're much younger than we are, but is there anybody that you can recall who might be like, and it doesn't have to be good, somebody to be like, Jess Hutchinson is the biggest bitch I ever met in my life. Now that seems highly unlikely, but we are different people to different people, right? I think I'm okay, but there are people I've met, people I've dated. I always think about exes, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've had more than one person tell me that I brought out the worst in them. Now, those aren't easy words to hear.
That's not great.
In the context of that relationship, I understood what they meant. And it certainly wasn't design. It's just that I guess of us today that maybe doesn't always, I don't know.
A certain
Not even that. Anyway, I digress. Mike Snyder is the nicest guy Rob has ever met.
He is, since I've been to Cleveland, he's probably the
you met in Cleveland.
Since I started working here, he's probably the nicest guy. And it was because there's a difference, right? Like I'll say how you doing to somebody, and I sort of mean it as pleasantry, right? Like, I mean, I do genuinely care. I don't like care. Like Mike's like, how you doing? And you believe that he cares even if he doesn't. I don't have that ability. Like if I'm like, hi, you know,
Well, let's test this out. Next time he and I pass, and he goes, Alan, how are you? I go, you don't care, Mike Snyder. Just asking.
He just gets the tear in the corner of his eye. Of course I do.
Like the Native American who was picking up trash, saw us throw something out the window.
You don't
care.
care.
Moving car. You don't care.
Of course I care.
Yeah. Well, what do they say? Oh, she's a Cleveland 10 and LA 3. Right?
Yeah.
Is there a similar sliding scale for niceness? Could you be like, that person is nice at a Cleveland 10, LA, the niceness scale? You know.
Mike Snyder's a Cleveland 10.
Yeah.
In nice.
Yeah.
I'm a Cleveland 1. I'm nice. But you know, I'll give myself. I'm gonna be nice to myself. I'm a Cleveland 5.
Cleveland 10 in LA would be like for niceness. A Cleveland 10 would be like an LA 20. Everybody, people are nice.
People are so nice here. Like you want to see not nice with me. Like that's not nice. Like the people in the Midwest are way nicer. I did that story. I stopped for gas when I first moved here. Gas station right near my house. Right near my house. And I walked up to the counter. And I said to the guy, I said, I'll take, I think I had cash for some reason. I said, 20, 10, whatever. But when I walked up to the counter, I said, how you doing? And he went, well, I'm just fine. How are you? And I looked at him like, oh, what's your... I didn't know. I was amazingly uncomfortable with the answer to me with how he was actually doing. And I realized that people act like when you say that here, people mean it.
Yeah, but that's not also. It's also a deep conversation. I mean, I would think the guy, he was responding to you.
Of course, we don't do that.
Oh,
where I like when you say how you doing, that's low. Like it's not like I didn't ask or I didn't.
It's not inquisitive. It's just a rhetorical question.
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know, it's fine. The guy tell me about his bad back. You know, like,
sometimes you never know what nugget somebody's going to drop on you, though.
True.
Information is power, Rob. We know this, right? And even if it's just a lady at the Giant Eagle, check out, telling you that her back hurts and she's late for her break. Next time I go through, I go, oh, hello, Marge. She's back. And she goes, looks at me and goes, you know, what's so funny you ask? I go, have you had your break? Not this guy. You never know when Marge, maybe she doesn't scan all my produce. Maybe she says, there you go.
And see, that's what makes you a better guy than me. Because as soon as I hear,
Rob, I'm just trying to get free produce.
My back, I haven't had my back. I'll pay more for produce if I don't listen to this story.
I do that. I'm quiet. In my real life, I'm very quiet. But I asked her this one. She goes, "Well, I said, you look like you're in pain. You need to get orthopedic shoes." She goes, "Well, it's my back. It's my neck."
Oh, here we go. You ask her about her pee and cracks.
I screwed it up. God bless America. Son of a motherless whore.
You didn't read the script, did you?
My neck, my back,
my pee and my crack also hurt.
And then right. I got money.
I love it.
Can you imagine if an old checkout lady told me all of those things?
Oh my God.
Oh, my neck, my back, my punani, and my crack.
And you're like,
Yes, I will save the perks for later. Thank you very much.
Check, please.
Here's $1,000. That's the keyword of the day. Grab $1,000 to grand for the buzzer bookie. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the buzzer book and win.
That's pay.
Alan Cox Show Shifted podcast, and I just wanted to call in to send someone just I do good shift tip. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's just one of those things that I read in my head as a kid. Didn't read it out loud. Here's a pun. Really question it. I don't really think about chip dip that much. So, yeah, you're not the only one, Jess.
I hate him.
I'm sure you did.
Eric from Panels, you Venmoed him. But a topic that will not die. I got an email from Christine, who listens in Parrish, Florida. One of her bureau chiefs. Has Rob tried lessons chip dip?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, dude,
Christine.
Crazy.
Yeah.
My mother. She's like, did you really try?
Did you really do it?
Exactly what she knows me. She knows, and she goes, was it not the greatest you ever had? Because you remember, she lived here.
Oh, right.
She graduated from Talmadge High School.
Right.
So, it was just weird that I ended up here, I guess, all those years later. But she's like, did you have it? And I said, yeah. She goes, was it the greatest? It was the greatest. I said, Mom, it was fine. It was shit. And she's like, well, they must have changed. I swear, they must have changed. They must have somebody else make it for them because it was the best. People would line up to get this chip dip, Robbie. I'm telling you, it was the greatest chip dip in the world.
How long has your mother lived outside of Ohio?
Oh, God, dude. I'm
is it most
50
of her,
years?
Okay,
Yeah.
most of her life, right?
Oh, yeah.
And she still remembers that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dennis.
Yeah. People would wait, Robbie. You wouldn't believe. You couldn't find chip dip so damn good.
Still sold out. They got the goddamn signs.
That's what I said.
The door now.
I still couldn't get it. She's like, well, you tell them next time you go who you are. I'm like, oh, so they can tell me I can never have that chip dip?
Listen,
for?
It's impressive. I'll give him that. What's going on? Eric, he's in Penn Hills, right? A little bit northeast of downtown Pittsburgh, right there in the banks of the Allegheny. Now, I lived in Pittsburgh for a long time. BL is the hometown French onion dip, right? Every region they got the best, and everybody knows that. BL is the hometown dip in Pittsburgh. There are still users who will fully stand hell of a good. Now, I don't know if Eric's in Penn Hills. I don't know if he's shopping today. Derek to Dining Eagle. I don't know if he's on Rhode Eye Road or Franktown Road, but both of those have haluva good. And so I'm wondering, Rob, is there a market? Because if there is, we should get in on it. There's a market for bootlegging Lawson's chip dip. Like back in the day when I was living in Pennsylvania, before it was available everywhere, I'm throwing Yingling in the trunk and I'm driving it home to Illinois for my brother. Right? I didn't get it anywhere, but for a long time, right, coming the other way. I think there's good for bootlegging Lawson.
I'm sure there is. The last thing I'm going to do is take on the Circle K Mafia. So, no. Dude.
Huh.
They have a strong hold on it, and I am not going to piss that group.
Maybe we could figure out some kind of cooperation. They don't need that for us, obviously. But, they're always absorbing other properties into their convenience store empire. Maybe we should find out about that. Maybe we could be the tip of the spear for bootlegging dip. This is how we build our next empire. When this broadcast empire, Rob, we're sitting top of the cigarette.
You gotta make your millions. Chip dip.
Chip dip. Everybody said theirs was the best, but they were wrong.
They was wrong. He showed them Lawson's was the best.
I met this girl many years ago who thought it was pronounced haluva good. Yeah, no idea.
Then we decided for day 4. Everyone should try our.
That's right. First and foremost, this is what we're going to do. Well, listen, it's something to consider. That's all I'm saying.
I'm in. I'm not going against this okay, so.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, no, they're way powerful. I'm out.
Yeah. Circle K. Yeah.
Heads of the 5 convenience store families.
Once you're in the circle, you don't want to be outside.
That's right.
Or,
Yeah, no, man. No way.
yeah. You get on the wrong side of that chip dip mafia, boy.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
a whole
Pushing up daisies.
We're gonna put the onion field. We're gonna over there. Billy Lawson over here.
Billy Lawson.
Where's Paul Hellevace? Haluva? I'm sorry. Paul Haluva.
Jim Deans is over here too. Frankie Haas. Oh no. How about that?
And Bob
OG. Yes. He shot it from Liptonzini when his parents came over.
Makes you do the work and convince you it's the best. Just stir it in yourself.
All right. Well, I think
I said, how dare you try to take the chip dip away from us? No drugs. No bootlegging. No crime. Just chip dip.
Make your first dip be a masculine dip. I come to you on the day of your wedding.
It's your Sicilian meeting.
May your first chip be a masculine chip.
That means little Brazzi sleep with the dips.
Hey, Allie.
Hi. So I commented the other day about chip dip.
Oh, good for you.
The paint hard on top of chip.
She really is. Yeah.
She hit that shit with a DM on my pick too. I gotta get some.
You got to kick back or what?
I gotta get some. I
Afoul of the out in Cowtown. He just didn't do it.
Support your own local convenience stores when it comes to providing your chip dip for your families. I come to you today to say I don't want to go to a leader, but I will for you try Huffs, Hoofs, what is it called?
You kissed Allie in the cheek. You broke my heart.
I knew it was you, Allie.
I knew it was you the whole time. Never go against the Onion family.
You broke my heart, Allie.
Broke my heart. All right, listen. There's your enter, Christine in Parrish in Florida, and there's Allie out in Elyria. I won't. Let me break here. 35192 if you want to send a text, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show, 100.7 WM. So fun when a book eats you. But you need a buzz bookie.
I did? Yeah. Oh my God.
One else is every week.
And we stand by you.
Where and there it was.
That Holland trademark. One of the rarest things I needed for my set. Like the
designer bag of my dreams. When I have it out,
beautiful.
Means of fonts, each with the story.
Live on the RPO at home, the retail concert. DC's official partner. Fabulous now.
Driving Kia Street Road 19.
Show savings right to you. Every day feels like an auto show inside our showroom. Score the hottest deals on the new 2025 Kia Telluride, Sportage, and the all-new K4. And don't sleep on favorites like Deltos, Sorrento, and K5. Low down payments, monthly payments, and financing rates starting at 0% make now the perfect time to upgrade. These auto show savings won't last any ridiculously low lease offer on every model. You gotta make a Kia of Streetsboro. For deals anytime, KiaofStreetsboro.com. Seize the road, Kia of Streetsboro, where the thrill begins. Kia of Streetsboro.com.
Are you you probably have phone the fear of the fix. You will tax on into a credit. They find it credit deduction to get every refund dollar you deserve. Or your money back. It's time to overcome your fear of messing up and your taxes done right. Start filing today. The Credit Karma app.
A friend, someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies awarded with because your insurance is committed to being where you need us most. Don't your local agent. Insurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shield.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. You just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch to mobile spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-0101. Hurry, this deal won't last forever. 833-0101 or visit spectrum.com/reps to learn more.
Big change this year could be refund. Jackson, you knows you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try. That won't make you feel rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since you know all the new, you get that back. Would make you look loaded. Wealthy adjacent? Or with Trust Pros and get $100 to switch. Rest you your taxes. Very easy. Time offer for clients and pay locations only.
Alan, for window this time of year, we're looking ahead, maybe we'll be 10 days down the road, see what the temps going to be, and they really aren't budging. I mean, we're in a spot where it's like mid-teens, and if you've noticed in your own home, maybe this year you're running heat a lot more than you normally have been. You could chalk it up to these temperatures, but you also want to think about the fact installation in the windows themselves is probably subpar. Easily checked out. Have a crew check them out right now. They're doing their buy 4 get 4 free sale 26 during the month of February. Away Valentine's Day now for all. Ask them about that extra 10%. One of the first things I did, the house that I'm in now, Alan Cox donation, and from the first person that you get in contact with when those expert installers come in to come out to put them in, a fantastic job. They look awesome. Now, zero down, zero monthly payments, and no interest at all. 2 years. Nation windows. So, time for time, doesn't matter when, you're still nice and tight. It's energy will level off a lot there as well. So, take advantage of window nations. Buy for free sale to kick off 2026. Zero down, zero monthly, zero interest for 2 years. Ask them about that extra 10% off during February. WindowNation.com.
Why would they touch holes in them? I'm going to
Nutrition Supply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
100.7 WNS Cleveland. Call the Alan Cox Show.
Nobody reverse everything that is normal becoming abnormal.
217-177 or 1-800-007.
Is off tomorrow night, coming up a win against the Portland Trailblazers. West run happening as we take 130 to 111 final last night. Was it an afternoon game yesterday? Didn't pay that close
Evening
attention.
game. Evening game.
So late games coming up West Coast, of course, like the Clippers. That's a 10:30 tip on Wednesday night, and they will play the Kings in Sacktown, including a couple of dudes we just got from the Kings. The guy we sent with DeAndre Hunter went to the Kings. And then somebody else is in that deal too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who? The Bulls? Bulls, yeah. And then they'll be in Denver playing the Nuggets. Cavs not back home until next Wednesday night when Michael Jordan and the Washington Wizards will play the Rocket Raiders, I think. And I have people looking at text. A lot of places that sell Lawson's chip dip on the DL. I want to maintain that. I'm not going to blow up anybody's spot.
You probably don't want to talk about where, right?
No, I'm gonna. Because, again, you want to run afoul of you're going to end up at the bottom of Lake Erie wearing a couple of dip
It's a crime.
Dip shoes.
You're selling chip dip outside of your territory.
Hey, you. Stephen Canton, he goes, I was in a store once, like a convenience store, and there was nobody behind the counter. And from behind me, I hear a woman's voice go, I'm coming out. I was in the bathroom. I had greasy pizza for lunch. You know how that goes.
Oh, let's just hope she had it on her hands.
He said, I could have gone without having that info. Now, people are, some people are very forthcoming about for LARFs.
We stopped off and had a beer last night, most of the night, because Callie had an event. So
Oh, good for you.
it's actually very good for me, Alan. After the day I had, it was fantastic. Thank you.
No, you want to one now.
And right, yep. So I had to talk to this guy at the bar, and I maybe am 10 seconds into this conversation.
I thought you were saying 10 beers in.
No, because the buddy of mine said, hey, you're looking good. You lost some weight. I said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Which I did with mentality health.
You went from blah, blah, blah.
So I said, yeah, really, it really is about what you eat. And the guy said, yeah, I've been doing this heavy protein diet now. Protein, right? That's what they tell you. You got to bring in more protein, less carbs. Blah, blah. And he goes, but you know what I noticed right away is my bowel movement changed. And I looked at this dude and I'm like, I talked to you for 23 seconds. I used to go 3 times a day, and now I go once every day or 2. And I'm like, dude, that could probably be until next time we spoke, maybe. Or
Yeah, but he thought that you two had some connective tissue because of the changes in your respective bodies.
yeah, but it's not the time to start telling how much a day you take.
He probably figured that you were going to reply with, me too.
No, I just went, well, yeah, you eat less, you're going to poop less. But, like, I didn't want to talk about his poops. I had a desire to talk about his poops.
That is more second
conversation.
Yeah.
My bowels might be way different.
Well, it's funny. Somebody was talking, context. Somebody jogged my memory about Salisbury steak. Okay, so when we were kids, Salisbury steak was like the TV dinners or some schools would have it. But it's not steak.
No.
It's like a mixture of meats and it's got gravy on it or whatever. But it's Salisbury steak. And it bears the name of a guy who put it together, but he was some doctor thing from the 1900s who was among an all-meat diet or something, and I'm like, oh, that guy's probably long dead just from the diet. Forget about, it being 2026. Obviously, he's dead, but how did that hang on? Was my question. There's all kinds of weirdo food years.
How did Salisbury steak hang on?
How did Salisbury steak hang on?
It's one of the best things on the planet.
I mean, it's okay. It's
it's
fine.
so
It's
good.
okay.
Oh, I love it. I haven't had a TV dinner in I don't even know how many years, but I can tell you exactly what Salisbury steak tastes like. I love it.
With the big grill marks and everything.
Yep, now I want it.
Yeah, but that got it in a TV dinner. But that's not how it started. It started as literally like a little ground beef pile with mushrooms and gravy in it.
So good.
So
Hungry man.
Hungry man. I mean, obviously, this was a time where the woman of the house was traditionally preparing food for her hungry man.
There's a lot of food prep, so I'm going to be wearing that badge as the stay at home.
Honey, here's some Salisbury steak in tin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Hungry Man debuted in 1973. It was the fish chip dinner, right? You had the big partition was the little fish and chips. It had stewed tomatoes.
Look.
You had some crinkle fries, and you had pineapple cake cobbler.
Oh boy!
How did they? So if you were a swinger, too, you just flip this thing upside down. Yeah. The Swanson people, or whoever bought Swanson, people had to have meetings. They were, okay, what foods do we collect together? And at the time, they were probably operating loosely off of some kind of food pyramid. So, like, well, there's some potatoes, and it has some peas in there, too. Maybe a dessert. Should we have a brownie? No. How about pineapple cake cobbler?
The dessert always dry out.
Brownie
or whatever.
Or pudding.
Yeah.
Pudding. Yeah. No, I never got those. We didn't get a lot. If I could probably count on one hand my entire life that I've had a TV dinner.
Well, I could do, but my mother, when we like that was a big issue. That's what preservatives taste like.
Yum. Yeah, because I didn't grow up, this will shock you, I grew up in a dessert family. And so when I would stay at a friend's house or something, any time, Rob, that I was ever exposed to the outside world, so I'd be like, what's for dessert? I'd be like, really? It was like an extraordinarily rare occasion. There would be a dessert situation as a kid.
You're having what?
Do you mean ice milk?
Did you say ice cream? Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Yeah. You don't mean frozen milk.
Wait,
you mean ice cream?
You mean sherbet, right?
Oh.
Orange, green?
Oh, my God.
Are you guys having what are you having for dessert? Oh, we're having croissants.
We're having Rocky Road ice cream tonight. You're having
what?
What?
Is that similar to Gravel Path ice milk? That's what we get at my house.
Gravel Path ice
milk. Trust me, that's the texture.
I love it.
Rocky isn't that hard in your teeth? No, it's chocolate and marshmallow and nuts. Oh my God, we have ours is grape nuts and whipped cream. Oh God, human stamp of approval. It's just for 75. More fun.
I don't ask for a lot of that stuff. We never really had it. So I would can we go down and get something? There's nothing that close to as good as a little cheeseburger from McDonald's. No matter what you say.
Have Big Macs at home.
No.
Yeah,
Big
don't.
Macs.
Yeah. That's why they're called that. I remember when my mom started buying Fritos for our lunches. It was a new day.
Yeah.
It was like a man from heaven. Couldn't believe it. Now I had a sandwich, and I was like in the club with all my friends at school. All my friends at school. I had
one guy who sits.
Yeah, I had the little variety pack, right? I should say variety. Not cheese. Burritos. What it was. With like maybe Cheetos or yellow Lays or something like that. Oh, great day.
This is about a thing of the meat.
No, thank you.
I mean, honestly, thank you. The baked Cheetos is just like the regular.
No, thank you.
Baked Doritos, and they're so
yeah. But
the baked Cheetos are good.
I was eating molasses and dinners. You son of a bitch.
And it was
yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah. No, the guy called her a Alan Gordon out west. Left them. Oh, we made pancakes. We ran out of syrup, so my wife found some molasses. It was terrible. And I thought of you. Well, no, listen, man. If I can, it's always better to err on the side of trying to eat healthy, but if I can be cautionary tale, imagine there's a kid right now who's like in elementary school, or just kind of developing their palate, and they don't know who I am, but their parent or guardian, whoever is designated by the state, listens to the show and says, you know what, I'm going to make sure that this kid doesn't grow up like that guy. And in a little dabble of syrup. You don't have to drown it in a little cabin.
Mommy, can we make sure we never have to eat like that man?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. And just please don't ever make me eat.
Yeah.
I'll pay my Sarah.
You don't want Mrs. Molasses Berry's delicious knockoffs, you know. I can just see my mom pouring molasses into a Mrs. Butterworth bottle.
Yeah. This is my molasses Sarah.
Yeah, molasses. Why does it take an hour to come? I'm to me that thousands of people died from this in Boston.
How you know it's...
How did they not outrun this? It was in January, for Christ. I don't. School for their driving their
man.
I don't know if he was like what he severe bodily injury. And the toilet in the shaft. I was working at a floor and it wouldn't suffer any problems. And he ended